Well, what is up, guys? How are you out there? I'm just turning down my phones here. And I also just realized that I don't have my little microphone with me. So yeah, that's good of me. So, anyways, I just want to share a couple quick things with you guys. First of all, the very last convention that I'm doing for 2022 is coming up, and it's right here, Twin Cities Con. This I'm actually kind of really excited about. I get excited at all shows. It's like a kid going into a candy store. Of course, why would I pick that? Because I have the Candy Witch here. But it's like a kid going to a candy store. It's like Christmas every day, every convention. You don't know what's going to be there. You don't know what's going to happen. And you just kind of hope that it's going to be a really good show. It's going to be really cool. This is the first time I'm actually doing a convention in Minnesota. I mean, we've traveled through it many, many times. Definitely, of course, going to Canada. That's just where how it works. Um, so it's kind of exciting that we're going to the very first convention for us in Minnesota. So we can actually kind of check that off of our list because we tried to hit all the different states. When Brandon and I were traveling around doing all those conventions, we pretty much hit all but five, I think, different cities and different states that we've hit that we've gone to. Alaska is one of them, but that might be checked off next year. We'll see. Well, I don't know yet. Washington, D.C. is another one, but that might be checked off next year. So, yeah, but Twin Cities is coming up. It's November 11th, the 13th, I believe, or 13th to the 15th, whatever that weekend is. So I'm looking forward to it. We're going to be at booth 230, which is close to Photo Ops. Had a brain fart for a second. So I'm kind of excited. I can't wait. This is the first time that our characters are going to be actually in Minnesota. This is the first time, like I said, that we're going to be in Minnesota. So we don't know what to expect. Besides, we're just going to have a hell of a time. We're going to have a good time at the show. I'm bringing back a couple of things here and there, a couple of prints that I didn't think I would actually have to bring back, but I might bring them back. We'll see. We'll see. I'm toying with so much right now because I have so much stock just in stuff in general, and I really want to get it out there. I want to have a huge sale on my website and on the store. I want to have, of course, sales when I go to the conventions. I have a couple of events coming up now through the end of the year that I also want to have a nice sale about. And yeah, so all right, let's get the witch out of the room here. So you can see right over here, this young lady, she's so beautiful, isn't she? Uh, but this young lady right here, she is actually the Candy Witch. Hey, what's up, Billy? So she is the Candy Witch that actually got introduced, the very first villain that I introduced in the comic book world, or I should say in the Jeff Balke Studios world. She was introduced in our last comic, Stanley and the Forgotten Forest. Now, I am unfortunately at the Twin Cities Con. I will not have any of that issue there. However, if you do have your own copies, please feel free to bring them in. I'm more than happy to sign. I do not charge for signatures. I will not, I repeat, I will not be charging for signatures. Um, Not a fan of that because you bought the stuff, you already went out there, you got it, you took the time to go and look for it, you enjoy it, and yeah, you're getting a signature. So, but at the Twin Cities, oh, I'm sorry, at the Twin Cities Con here, I won't have any of that issue, but I will have a few copies left of Stanley's Ghost, which is our very first comic we created a couple of years ago. That was also Eisner nominated. So I will have those there on hand that you can definitely buy, and of course they come with a signature. But the Candy Witch over here, yeah, she really is a cool character, and more and more as I look at her, I'm kind of growing her powers. I'm kind of just making her a bigger character, and I kind of really want to keep her around for more than just Halloween. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do moving forward. There are a ton of things in my head that I am just moving around. As I said earlier, just a lot of moving parts right now, and I'm so excited about them. One of them also being I am writing my very first comic. Woohoo! So hey, what's going on, Kayla? So I am super excited about this one. I have an opportunity to write one. I've never written a comic book before in my life. I've written comic strips that some of you may have seen over the years. Kind of the same thing, just really, 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 really drawn out, or I should say, really like much longer. So I'm super stoked. The idea has been approved. I am right now coming up with the title of the book, and this week I have already started kind of getting the ideas rolling in my head of how it's going to start off and what's all going to happen. So I'm excited. I can't wait. I literally just got goosebumps talking about it. So I'm really stoked about this. With that also being said, I am also working with a new artist on some comic strips for next year. He is right now working on some strips for the holiday season, for our Holly Jolly season, which actually starts November 1st. Yeah, so all these Spooky Tunes stuff that you see everywhere that I have is all going to be gone as of November 1st. And kind of like what Disney World and Disneyland do, one day, poof, everything just goes from Halloween to Christmas, just like that. And that's okay. They have like 100 million people working with them. I'm by myself. So it may take me a day or two, but most everything is going to be gone on November 1st. And all the new Holly Jolly stuff is coming. And I've got some pieces I've never seen anybody in the comic world or in the animation world or anybody actually have any sort of prints or what I call cartoons with these. So I'm kind of stoked about this. Next year, I also have a lot of different new products coming out. Yeah, I'm saying products, not prints. So these are going to be, they're going to be limited items. I'm working with a different builder, I guess, if you will. That's probably the best word to use without giving it away completely. But I'm working with a whole different builder for these. And oh my gosh, like I said, guys, I am super stoked. There is so much that I'm changing for next year. And I wrote it all down. I got everything down, what I'm going to be working on, what I'm doing, what I'm getting rid of. Some things you're not going to see anymore, or at least I'm retiring them. So I am just really stoked about this. And I hope you guys will join me also, like I said, for next year and just kind of keep up because there's a lot of cool things that I think I can also give to you. Speaking of giveaways and to you, so all right, here's the other kind of elephant in the room. Coloring with Jeff. What happened? I brought them out. I was super excited. They were coming out, I think, for like September or October 1st or something like that. And just did a couple of episodes, and that was it. That was my fault. My timing was off. I had a lot of stuff kind of going on at that particular time, which I didn't even think about. Because I didn't write it down. But I didn't write it all down. So the timing was off. I didn't have all the new pieces that I necessarily wanted. I'm getting them made as we speak right now, coming up for the Holly Jolly season. So starting in November, which is just a few days away, starting in November, I'll give you the exact date. It probably will be the first week of November. I am going to be starting up with the Coloring with Jeff episodes. So Coloring with Jeff will be coming back this time normal. So I got dates cleared and all this stuff, so I'm not overworking myself too much, but it's coming. So I do apologize, guys, for anybody who was looking forward to them for this past like maybe 6 weeks. I think I was supposed to be doing them. The brain farts have been getting more and more and more lately. So but I've actually kind of popped that bubble and they're just kind of, so they're going down. So yeah. Thank you, Kayla. Thank you. For those of you who don't know, like if you're watching on YouTube, my people on Facebook are commenting, so I'm just kind of answering and commenting with what they're saying. So I'm not going crazy. But thank you, Kayla. Thank you. I appreciate it. So also with that, I just want to let you guys know that with the Coloring with Jeff episodes, I'm just going to kind of give you a little little nudge here. I want to try to get more people to actually watch. So Coloring with Jeff is going to be, when it starts off, on Facebook and YouTube. Eventually, I'm probably just going to put it up on the YouTube channels. I'm not sure yet. But where you come in is the piece that I'm physically coloring right there on the spot. I believe I'll be doing as a giveaway. So yeah, so anybody who's watching, everybody has a chance to actually win that exact piece. Anybody can have that exact piece that I'm coloring live that everybody is watching for free. Yes. So I am going to start giveaways coming up with this next season of Coloring with Jeff. As an extra thank you to all you guys, because with all the liking, caring, viewing, sharing, loving, all that stuff you guys do, I know I say it all the time, but I'm not lying to you. It is such a huge help. It really, really is. And it's time I'm taking things to the next level, especially next year. So I'm kind of starting it a little slowly this year and kind of working my way up into 2023, including going to more shows. That's why I named this Comic Talk. You can see right up here. I'm talking about comics. I'm talking about the Twin Cities Con coming up in November 13th to 15th or 11th through 13th. I can't remember, which is my final convention of 22. And I got a lot of new shows coming for 2023. And I'm kind of going a little bit somewhat back on the road, kind of. Lots of stuff. So I think I basically hit everything for the most part. Again, just kind of a really quick recap. Twin Cities Comic Con, which is right here. Oh, where's my hand? There it is. But the Twin Cities Comic Con is my last convention of 2022, which is coming up next in the next couple of weeks in November. It's my very first convention I'm doing in Minnesota. So I'm kind of excited about that. I've never done a Minnesota show, driven through it, had a train go through it, absolutely, but I've never done a show. And it's going to be kind of nice because one of my very first cartoonists that I actually had working with me when I started the studio lives there. And I'm super stoked that I'll be able to meet him. I think he's going to be there. He's going to be there. I'm just super stoked to meet him. We've never met in person. It's all been virtual or just basically phone texting, basically. I'm really excited to see him in person. So I'll probably be posting some pictures with me and him. And also one of my best friends who I've met in Florida. He lives out there too, basically right across the street from the convention center. So I'm really stoked about that. Haven't seen him in many years, 18 years, literally 18 years. I have not seen him. So it's going to be good to kind of reconnect with people and just, yeah. So anyways, we will be at the Twin Cities Con coming up November 13th to 15th or 11th through 13th, whatever that weekend is. We will definitely be there at booth 230, which is over by the photo ops. And man, there's a lot of people who are going to be there. There's a lot of people. I'm kind of hoping I kind of run into some of these celebrities who are going to be there. Just saying. And I am definitely super stoked about meeting you guys, whoever's going to be there. I'm really, really stoked to hopefully meet you guys. Definitely see some new people, get more people interested in the studio, because that's the biggest thing with me doing shows is to get out there and give you guys the info. Like I said before, I can't go into all the detail quite yet because I'm still kind of, getting it all down, but there's a lot of changes coming for 2023, the way that I do things. And it's going to benefit you. It's definitely going to benefit me as well. In regards to getting some stuff into your hands and for you guys to see a lot more stuff that you've been seeing over the past couple of years. So anyways, all right, I'm going to start rambling here, but I'm going to try not to. Please keep, if you haven't already, go and check out, I'm going to put the links down here. Bulky Studios Art. That is where you can find all the different artworks and all the different art tunes that I have, including all the hand colorings. I'm really going to be focusing a lot on original hand coloring next year with the studio. Not necessarily going to have as many. Why didn't it come up on Facebook? Kayla, Billy, if you guys are watching, let me know if that link came up on Facebook because it didn't look like it popped up. Or whoever's on Facebook, let me know. But I am going to be focusing a lot on some original hand colorings for next year because those are, it's easy to make a print or it's easy to make what I call prints artoons. It very much is. I love doing it. But what really kind of hits people, I think, the most is when you physically do something that's an original for that person. Since I haven't done any kind of sketching, physical sketching, I'm working on it. I haven't done any physical sketching in 25 years, guys. I am not even kidding you with that. I actually did the timeline. About 25 years, I actually put a pencil in my hand. That's how long it's been since I drew anything. Yeah, I was in high school. Yeah, graduated high school. I know. Tell me about it. Um, so I do what I do. I created something called sketch coloring when I was working in comic books. A lot of you probably already know all this, but it's when you bring up anything black and white to me, and then I sit there and I hand color it the way that you want me to color it. If you have like team colors, favorite colors in general, you just let me know and I add it into the piece. So I'm going to be doing pretty much the same thing. So if you have anything black and white, and this is also, by the way, this is starting, yep, at Twin Cities Con. If you have anything black and white that you want colored up, it could be a comic book cover, it can be a print, it can be a poster, whatever it is, as long as the marker sticks to it, I will color it. I will actually hand color it right there on the spot. Now, will it be the full piece? Probably not, depending on the size. So more information coming on that, and believe me, I'm going to be talking all about this from now all the way through the end of the year, because like I said, next year I'm going all out with these because I enjoy coloring. I haven't colored in a very long time. Of course, digital coloring, of course, but I haven't hand colored in a very long time, it seems. And yeah, some of my markers are drying out, and that's not a good thing. That's a waste of marker. I definitely can't wait to start coloring more for you guys. But anyway, yeah, I'll let you guys go. There's a lot of information I'll be throwing out at you, and I really got to kind of just start writing everything down. And that's what I've started doing. And it's really been helping me a lot lately because I have so many ideas up here. It's just exploding with awesome stuff to give to you guys and to show you guys for next year. So thank you guys for listening to me here. Again, please keep up all the sharing, caring, liking, all that kind of jazz. Please keep it up. I really do appreciate it. I know I've been posting a lot about the t-shirts and whatnot, but you know what? T-shirts are a big part of what I want to try to do and push for next year. Again, everybody has a print. Everybody, you can find a lot of that kind of stuff. And, you know, walls are getting really difficult to put anything else up on, because a lot of people have artwork when they go to shows, or heck, even when you go to a big store, you can get like the big posters of some of those characters. Well, I also have cartoons, or I have prints as well. Some 11 by 17, but going all the way down to a 3 by 7, or I'm sorry, a 5 by 7. And some of them are matted, some of them are not. But I'm really focusing on t-shirts and merchandising next year, because how cool is that? When I saw a couple of times people walking by with my shirts on, well, not my shirt, but you know, with the design, like one of the shirts from the store, it is such an awesome feeling to see that. It's like, oh my God. So people took the time, one, to check it out, and then two, to actually buy it. That is so awesome. That is so cool. Again, goosebumps, because it's just a good feeling. And I want to really push more of that for next year. Will I have it at the booth with me? Probably not, but I will hopefully have, if I can work it out right, something there where you can go online and you can buy it, boom, right there on the spot. So you don't have to just wait till you get home, because let's face it, when we get home, we all have different things going on. Everyone's lives are just kind of, wah, you know, all over the place. And it's sometimes hard to kind of keep all of our ideas and all of our organization organized. I know it is for me. So that's why I'm kind of hoping that next year I'll have like either my phone or a tablet or something where you can go online and you can buy the t-shirts or whatnot right there on the spot. So again, a lot more coming with that in the near future, but I just want to let you guys know that the Twin Cities Con is my final convention for 2022. I have a whole new bunch of cons coming up for 2023, including some other ones that I haven't done in quite some time. I just can't wait to get back to shows. Oh, I can't wait. I miss you guys, like seeing you face to face. So, and then also the Candy Witch here, she also will be at some of the shows as well. And if you pick up Stanley and the Forgotten Forest, That's her first appearance. Yeah. That book came out in September, like the beginning of September, I believe, or the end of September, something like that. About 6, 7 weeks ago, she came out. So if you haven't picked it up, go pick it up. If you're going to be, again, if you're going to be at Twin Cities Con, you have any comic books that I've worked on over the years, including Stanley's Ghost and Stanley and the Forgotten Forest, please bring it on by. I'm more than happy to sign it for you guys. I do not charge for signatures, so please, I'm more than happy. I'll sit there and I'll sign an entire long box. And someone challenged me one day at a convention, at a one-day show. He challenged me. I said the same thing. And he literally found an entire long box of all comics that I've worked on, from Zenescope and Image, Deadpool, a lot of different books I've worked on, almost every single one. And I just sat there and I signed all of them, and I still didn't charge them because I thought that was really cool. So anyways, guys, thank you so much. And please, again, don't forget to share, care. Please keep that up, because that really does mean a lot to me. That keeps me on this side, and it kind of keeps the studio going. It keeps my mind going. And also for next year, I am putting the team together. I've already started. I've talked to a couple people already, putting my first animation team together, but we're going to do it slowly, one step at a time, because I just don't have the space, as you can see behind me, to bring in everybody at one time to work on this. So yeah, thank you again, guys. Take it easy. And I'll also give you the merchandise shop. Oops, there we go. And there we go. You guys should be getting it right now. And I just want to say again, thank you guys. Don't forget to check out those 2 websites, and don't forget Facebook, and I'll be keeping everybody updated with what's going on, including more videos coming up within the next, well, probably a few days. All right, thanks guys, and take care.